What's up, y'all? So I just wanted to come on here and kind of, since I treat social media as like my venting space or whatever, I just wanted to come on here and I wanted to kind of, talk to y'all about a few things. I really don't like to it's hard to really do this because I really am just now getting into the whole space of social media. I've never really been a social media type of person. I never really wanted to, pursue social media. I've always been a very private person. I've always been very to myself. Not just me, but my entire family for the most part. That's all that I know. That's all that I've been growing up on. But one of the best things that I kind of love about social media is not only the people that you can touch with it, just, putting out some couple videos and people loving and admiring your content, or people loving you as a person, or just, having the platform to be able to say and do as you please. I love that aspect of it, but there are a lot of things about social media that I feel like people touch on and people talk about, but a lot of people don't really know exactly what all kind of goes into social media. So in this video, I just wanted to kind of talk to my fans a little bit, talk to people that I guess look up to me, look up to my channel, that admire and love my content. Like, I just kind of wanted to be vulnerable and open with y'all a little bit, as much as y'all would allow me to. So, first of all, I've been very consistent with my content ever since April of 2025. I studied the game for a long time. I never really, like I said, had a vision of being on social media or becoming a content creator, but I just kind of fell in love with it, kind of on accident. But ever since that day, I knew my first video, y'all can go back and look at it, I knew that I had to become consistent. I knew that I had to not only do it for myself and like telling myself if I was going to take this serious, then I was going to have to be consistent. I was going to have to grow. I was going to have to learn. I was going to have to adapt and all of those things. So I just kind of been in the space of, I fell in love with social media. I fell in love with just growing. I fell in love with watching my content. I fell in love with just the people liking, the things that come from your brain or whatever. But I don't really think that social media is all the way a healthy place to, in a way, be vulnerable, because you have so many people and so many eyeballs on you that it's very hard to do that. And that deters a lot of people away from not only being a social media influencer, but also just pursuing certain things when it comes to having a platform. Like, it's very hard to do that. Over the past few weeks, I have, if I'm gonna be honest, I've fallen out of the passion for posting every day. And I feel like I really kind of let myself down in a way, because I wasn't giving my fans or giving y'all the content that I really wanted to give y'all, if that makes sense. I had a whole different goal going into this wintertime of the type of content that I wanted to put out. And I'm not gonna say that I failed with it, but I am gonna say that I had a different outlook and a very, very different plan of how to what type of content that I wanted to put out. I had a very different plan on the type of content I wanted to put out. I had a different type of outlook on how I wanted, my business to be. And I'm not gonna say that I failed, because I did a lot of things. I touched a lot of areas that I knew that I had to. But like I said, I'm being vulnerable and honest with y'all. My business wasn't in the place where I wanted it to be. And from the outside looking in, everybody says that I'm completely crazy. I guess I cannot sit here and lie and say that I don't see or I'm upset at the progress and the things that I've done, but if I'm being honest, I really expected better and expected more from myself. And I tried to give it my all and do everything that I was supposed to do, but it became like so many things in everyday life, so many things that, you kind of deal with over and over just got in the way of those things. And it kind of choked the life out of my inspiration. It kind of choked the life out of everything that I felt like I really wanted to do. I do want to say that I'm sorry to my sister, because I know that she very much so, my sister and my brother really, but I know that my sister's very passionate about the content and she loves doing the videos with me. I love doing the videos with both of them, but I've failed you. I've slipped on it and not been as consistent with it because, I was going through a lot and I was doing a lot of things, and it's just so much pressure and weight that comes with just, I can't even begin to describe the things to y'all because we'll be here all day. But I feel like I have kind of let y'all down in a way, because I started this whole thing and I was really just wanting to be serious and just keep going with it and just keep doing everything. But like I said, it's a lot that goes into not only just this social media stuff. Like, people don't talk about enough where this social media is very much so a beast of an entity in itself. So if you're out there and you're doing a main job or you're doing the things that you do, and I know that y'all enjoy the content and y'all like to see, everything that comes about it, but it's so difficult. And I see why people don't do it along with their work, because not only does it take so much time away from the actual work, but it's so much that goes into it. Even when you're doing it and doing your other work at the same time, it is a very, very long, stressful progress. It takes you to have the patience to be able to keep replaying, keep doing it over if you mess up. It just takes a lot to do that, and I don't think enough people talk about that, but I don't mind to say that. And I just felt like, if anybody else could do it, I knew I could too. So I did it. I love doing it, but I just wanted to touch on the basis that it is a lot to do. Now, my sister, like I said, she's very passionate with it too, about the social media and all of that as well. And my brother is too, but I feel like everyday life just kind of got in the way of both of us. And we haven't been able to give the fans really what they want, if that makes sense. So, speaking on my sister, I did want to touch on the basis of this too. My sister is 12 years old, and I don't want y'all to think that I really too much care about comment sections or everything that y'all kind of say or do in the comment section, but it does bother us as individuals, me as an older brother, my brother Mason, and him being an older brother. And I just wanted to tell y'all that it really does bother us the way that y'all talk about my sister in the comment section. She's 12 years old, and it's really inappropriate and annoying to see, because I know that the fans love us all together. I know that y'all love seeing all of us as a collective majority of the time. but it's so hard for us as brothers to want to even do videos with our sister because, you know, she means a lot to us, you know, and it is a lot of creeps and weirdos online. I'm not saying that y'all are. I'm not calling my fans creeps and weirdos, but I'm just saying, like, and we do see the people, well, my sister and them and my brother, like, they see the people that defend these type of things in the comment section, and we really appreciate y'all for that. But me being an older brother and being the owner of the platform, I just wanted to touch bases with y'all and tell y'all to stop, basically. It's annoying to see, and quite frankly, I don't care if you're 30 years old or if you're 12 years old or if you're 7 years old. I really don't care how old you are. It's okay to, I guess, whatever, but just keep in mind that it is a family channel, and y'all are not gonna have access to my sister, whatever y'all thinking that y'all gonna do or say or whatever. Like, bro, go watch somebody else, because we not that type of people. We not on that type of time. It's all over my platform, the reason why we are here. And we are here as a family to do the jobs that we love to do, to entertain y'all. And we're not here for any of the wrong and malicious reasons that a lot of other people are. Not my fans, but the people that's in the comments and the people that be saying and doing stuff. Y'all just cut it out, bro. Just cut it out. That's all I really want to speak on that. Like, just cut that out for me. Appreciate it. This is not a I'm quitting video. This is not a y'all getting on my nerves video. It's not nothing like that. I just wanted to come on here and to basically just explain to y'all, like, where my headspace has been, where my motives have been, and, you know, everyday life. Just so many things have happened to me in my lifetime, and it's very hard to smile all the time. You know, I don't really have, I'm not gonna say I don't have a lot to smile about, but I come from a different world, and it's been very hard to do a lot of things, even though I make it look easy. A lot of things in everyday life have been just very hard to just balance all of it and put it all out there and still be entertaining at the same time. Like, it's just hard to try to entertain people but not be real at the same time. And I'm a very big advocate for realness. I'm a very big advocate in, like, y'all can kind of see in all the move videos and all the stuff that I do, like, you know, it's more to my channel than just entertainment. I like to think real content creator when it comes to the type of stuff that I put out there, you know, the messages that I want to send. I don't be on here trying to beef with people. I don't really care about the drama. I don't really care about trying to be something I'm not. Like, I don't really care too much about the view count, but at the same time, I did explode on the scene, at least, you know, in my own way of thinking. I kind of exploded on the scene, and, you know, I put out a lot of great content, and there's still more to come. But it's hard for me to just be something that I'm really not, and I think that's just kind of the message that comes with social media. It's very easy to kind of get sucked up into that. And I'm not a depressed person. I'm not a person that just always is just in his feelings or always, like, sad about something. Like, nah, it's not even that. The type of music I listen to, the type of stuff that I watch that's inspirational to me, I'm a very get it done type of person. I'm very driven, very self-motivated. I'm very confident in a lot of things that I am and that I do. I like to think of myself as a great leader. You know, I try my very hardest not to be hypocritical, not to lead my siblings or anybody else in the wrong direction. You know, what you see on social media is really not what you, like, people see you on social media and they have no idea really who you are as a person. And I promise y'all, if any one of y'all was to meet me in person, y'all wouldn't even understand. Like, y'all be like, wow, that's crazy, you know? And I mean that in the most humblest way. Like, I'm really a very down-to-earth person. I work hard. I come from nothing. I strive to be the greatest in everything that I do. You know, I've had a very hard life, and I just didn't want my fans or people that watch me every day to be like, oh, you know, you always sad, bro. Like, where's the uplifting stuff? Like, cause there's so much stuff going on in the world that people get enough of the real life or the sad all, you know, in their own life. So they don't want to get on social media and be sitting there just trying to feel sad or feel upset or feel mad, whatever they feeling at the time. They don't want to get on social media and see that either. But if I'm be honest with y'all, like, I'm really gonna give y'all the real, you know, not just with lawn care, because I know that's really what my platform is based off of, but really just in a lot of things. You know, I enjoy making relatable content. I enjoy making, you know, the mood videos that I make. Like, I love to make videos with the music in it. You know, that's my section of the YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, but well, YouTube, but also the social media aspect. Like, that's my section of it. You know, each one of my siblings, they got their own favorites. You know, we all like to do certain different things, but, you know, I really put a lot of thought and effort into a lot of these videos. That's really, and that was another thing, you know, I was kind of disappointed. Like, I was disappointed in not really putting out as many videos, because I really put so much thought and effort into a lot of my videos, and I just can't see myself like just doing a whole bunch of videos that's just, you know. So maybe that's me. You know, I know it's social media. I know you got to do stuff a little differently, but me personally, I'm a big advocate for realness. I like to put time and effort into a lot of my things that I do, and you know, that's why I feel like I've evolved and grown so much just since the beginning of y'all watching us to now. So, you know, don't just overlook us, or don't just overlook the videos that I do put out, because it's always a deeper meaning. And anybody that knows me, they know that I'm a very deep person. So it's always a very deeper meaning behind all of my videos. Even if y'all don't know the meaning behind it, like, it's not just sad, or it's not just like whatever. It's always a deeper meaning, and it's a way for me to get whatever I'm feeling at the time out, and I do it in the best way that I know how. So yeah, I just wanted to touch bases on that. So again, like I said, man, social media is my way to get a lot of things that I wanted to say out. But if y'all can kind of bear with me, because to be honest with y'all, like I said, I ain't really no big social media person, but I'm learning and I'm growing. It's very difficult to do, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't built for it. You know, this was really my first year of trying to even attempt to do so. Well, it was my second year of trying to attempt social media on a consistent basis, but the first year that I've ever done this was like just me trying it out. And to a lot of people out here that kind of wanted to follow the same wanted to follow the same passion, my advice to you is just to not only just come in the game, but also stay in the game and remember why it is that you started the game. You know, like, remember, why did you want to pursue this in the first place? And the things that made you fall in love with social media in the first place, make sure that you keep those in and throughout your journey of social media. Because us as content creators, we get so caught up in the numbers, we get so caught up in who's watching or who's commenting and who's seeing it. Like, it's very discouraging in a lot of ways when you see your view counts go to the moon, and then you go to, you know, the trenches, then you know, like, it goes up and down, and that's how life is anyway. Like, life goes up and down, so you can't even really worry about that. But if your content is pure to your heart and it's good for you to put it out there and you love it, despite what somebody else thinks about it, like, I know if you love it, then you're going to be satisfied with it, no matter who's watching or no matter who's seeing it or no matter who cares. Like, regardless of the fact you care, you put thought and effort into it, therefore it should be satisfactory to you. And maybe the world just don't see it yet. Maybe the world just don't get it yet. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, these algorithms and all the stuff that's been kind of going on with social media be making everybody thinking, or make everybody think that social media is, in my way of saying it, broken, because social media used to be a different way like a year ago, and now it's just all like weird. Like, yo, they want you to pay to get your view count out there. They want you to pay for these things, and if you ain't associating with their programs, then they shadow ban you in a way and do all of that. So it got a lot of people, including myself, thinking that, you know, the videos and the things that we put out just is not good. And don't get discouraged by that, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, just stay true to yourself, stay true to what you know and what you like. Also pay attention to what the people are like, and pay attention to the things that people kind of want to see, you know, too. Like, incorporate a little bit of both, you know. Also, if you're pursuing social media, remember that family members and people around you are gonna be the weirdest when it comes to your social media, because they grew up with you and they only know you as you. They don't know you as this person on social media. And it's hard to get everybody around you to appreciate or like what you're doing or whatever. So don't let the people around you get you discouraged and making you feel like you weird or all of that just for pursuing social media. Like, people just don't understand this. They don't understand the level of intensity that comes with the recording, the producing, the editing, putting it out there. Like I said, it's a whole beast in itself. So don't really even pay attention to what people say around you, because they be the main ones that be trying to take you off course. Put the real out there, you know, just stay true to what you believe in. You know, whatever your passion is, man, just keep going. I always talk about chasing your dreams. I always talk about being better than what you were yesterday. And those are my core beliefs. That's my way of life, you know. But also, just don't let the path of everyday life get in your way, you know, because as I'm making this video, that's kind of what happened to me. You know, I am a person that wears his heart on his sleeve all the time. So it's hard for me to, like, it distracts me. It gets me deterred from, you know, my fans. And what's really important, like, I felt like I wasn't giving y'all the content and the stuff that y'all deserve. And I think it also really had a lot to do with the seasons as well. Like, I don't know if I'm the only one. I'm sure I'm not, but, like, especially in my type of field, like, everybody loves the springtime and the summertime. You know, that's the best time for people in my field. Like, we go crazy in them times. But a lot of people on that platform, like, when they doing lawn care or landscaping, they don't really talk about how hard it is really to go from that to you just sitting at home every day and you got to figure out another way to do something. You know, they don't really talk about that too much. But that's a real thing, especially for people that are just now getting started in the industry, or, you know, you might not be as big as what you want to be yet. You feel what I'm saying? So it's hard to just go from making money to not making no money at all. And then you got to go find a job or you got to go do something else. So what I've done is just every single time, every single year, just try to get better than what you were last year. Really, every month, try to do that if the best you can. Never turn your faucets off when it comes to getting more clients, getting more things, and just being hungry. Like, going out there and putting your foot to the pavement and actually going out and meeting people in person, you know, telling people, like, because you are the advocate for your business. So make sure that you're going out there and putting your best foot forward in your merch or whatever, to make sure you look presentable. Make sure that you're going out there and shaking those hands and meeting the right people and making the right connections so that your business can grow. You know, don't just sit around in the winter times and take vacations and do all of that, because pretty soon you're going to look up and it's going to be a change in your business, and then you're going to feel upset and you're going to feel discouraged, and you don't want You don't want to have to go backwards, you know, but that's just kind of what come with business owning. Like, it just kind of, it's always up in the air. So if you don't put your best foot forward for your business, you're going to suffer for that, and your business is going to choke for that. And you don't want to be like that. I've done that before, got too comfortable, made enough money, you know, and then you get too comfortable, the next thing you know, your business just plummets because of it, you know. So everything that I say, everything that I'm, you know, talking about, like, I did myself, and it's just, you know, a lot of people don't talk about that too much. You know, all you see is the glitz and the glamour, like, oh, I just got a new mower, I just got a new truck, you know, let's get new equipment, let's do this, let's do that. Put door hangers out, bro, and you'll see how many clients call you, and let's do that. Like, no, that's really not how this goes. Like, you can put 100 door hangers out and only get 2 people that call you, and them 2 people that called you, they only want you to do it for a certain amount of price. Otherwise, you too high, you know. So, like, don't get caught up in this stuff, bro. Like, don't make people think that this stuff is easy. It's far from easy. I know that it looks easy, and we make it look easy, but it is not easy at all, because especially in this field, people already don't even kind of respect what you do and what you say. Like, you in this field, you outside sweating in 100-degree weather, and these folks want you to do it for barely some change. But then you go to the barber, go get a mani-pedi or whatever y'all call it. Y'all go do that, and y'all be paying an arm and a leg for doing that. $50 for a haircut, $70 for nails and all this and that. But we out here and we got to do stuff for $40. $40 is too high. Like, bro. So don't let nobody dictate your price. You know what I'm saying? Put foot to the pavement. Get out here and get about it. Do what you need to do so that your business can grow. Don't get complacent. Don't get comfortable. Really get out here and make your business a part of you. Therefore, if it suffers, you suffer. And you ain't going to want to suffer too much. So you're going to really get out here and get about it. So, yeah, man, I feel like I kind of want to do more of these type of videos, or just being able to talk and vent, you know, for those that actually care about it, or for those that actually care about the channel or care about us as individuals. We really appreciate the love and support. I promise y'all that as far as when I have control over this, I promise y'all that I won't give up on y'all. I promise y'all that it will continue to get better, and I will put my best foot forward to try to make sure that not only y'all are entertained, but y'all learn some things that, you know, you can kind of make me feel like the big brother. I take that role of the big brother in a way. You know, and I want to be able to talk to y'all more, because this has always been nerve-wracking to me. Like, it's kind of interesting. You know, you just sit here and you just be talking to a camera. And I don't know if a lot of people know too, like, when you get on here and you be talking, like, I can sit there and I can talk to myself about whatever, and I call me crazy, whatever, I don't care. But then when the camera come on, you get nervous. You get like, you got to say things the right way. You got to do stuff the right way, because people going to see it, and then it become pressure and this and that. Man, just start talking, bro. And don't even get in your head about it, because I've been in my head about this stuff, bro. So just set the camera down, literally, and just start talking to it. You'll be surprised the type of people that you touch. So if you made it this far into the video, you know, comment FLC down below. I promise y'all that we're going to continue to go up. We're going to continue to put out these good videos. It's going to get more entertaining. The season of sad and ashy trees and dead grass is over with. It's finna become the season of livelihood and greenery. You know what I'm saying? It's about that time. It's time, you know, for us to get out here and do what we do and make that money. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. If y'all stayed this far in the video, comment FLC down below, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one, bro.